Hey, welcome to my channel. If you have never been here before, my name is Amy, and if you have been here before, welcome back, you guys. We're doing a pick a card reading for you today to find out how this specific person is feeling about you right now, so get them on your mind. You have 4 piles to choose from today. We will pull a card for each pile, so you'll be able to choose between each thing for all 4 piles, the bracelet, the sticker, or the card that you see come out. So let's get into that and see what are the cards, and we'll go through each pile and take a close look at what you guys have to choose from today. All the timestamps will be listed down below, so you can just click on the timestamp. It'll take you directly to whichever pile you chose. Remember, these are collective readings for a whole bunch of you, so only take the parts that resonate in the pile that is yours, as long as the overall vibe feels right for you. It is still your reading, but there might be some little details that are for someone else in the collective. Again, if you just want it to be only for you and you want a one-on-one reading, you can book that on my website at amysaltar.com. The link is down below. All right, if you guys don't like the shuffling, you can fast forward through the shuffling. Pile number 1, what is the card for pile 1? What is the card for pile 1 to find out how this person is feeling? Pile number 2, what is the card for pile number 2? What is the card for pile 2? What is the card for pile 3, Spirit? And look at how pretty these cards are. Pile number 4. This is the Lemurian Oracle deck. I don't know where you can get it because my sister got it for me, so. But I think it's called the Lemurian Oracle deck. Okay, so let's get a close-up for each pile. You guys can see the bracelet and the card. Pile number 1. This is your illustration on the front of your card here with the dragon. Lots of rainbow colors. And then there's also a figure right here, and she's got her heart chakra like wide open. And there's some birds down at the bottom there. Some spiraling looking clouds. And this card is the Radical Expansion card. So you can pause it here if you want to read all of that. Okay, so if you're drawn to that card, or you might be drawn to that bracelet there, that is the Vision bracelet on my website. It's made with green Amazonite, but like I always tell you guys, it looks more like an aqua color than green, but it is green Amazonite crystals. Or you could be drawn to the cute peacock. Okay, so if you're drawn to any of those things or all of those things, the card, the peacock, or the Visions bracelet, you are pile number 1. All the timestamps are down below for you guys. You can just click on the timestamp. It'll take you to whichever pile is yours. This is pile number 2, the illustration for pile number 2. And this is the Solar Plexus Chakra Radiant Illumination card. You can pause it here if you'd like to read that. Okay, so that's your illustration for that card. Or you might be drawn to that bracelet there. That's the Divine Protection bracelet on my website, made with snakeskin jasper. Really pretty bracelet. It's got lots of different colors. Really cute. Or you might be drawn to the cute butterfly there. The butterfly actually kind of goes with the card that you guys got as well. I love the colors here. So pretty. Okay, so that is pile number 2. If you feel drawn to any of those things or all of those things, you are my pile number 2 babes. And then here's pile number 3. You guys got the dolphins. There's dolphins on here. And then there's also right in the middle there's a dragonfly. And this is the alignment card. Okay, if you want to pause it and read it, you can. The alignment card. So you might be drawn to that card, or you could be drawn to that bracelet. That one is the Mystic, what's it called? Yeah, the Mystic bracelet on my website. It's made with Mystic Aura quartz. I'm wearing it on this hand today on my left side. Or you could be drawn to the cute little penguin. It's a pink little penguin with a pink bow. So if you're drawn to any of those things or all of those things, you guys are pile number 3. And the last pile, you guys got the cutest card. I love this card. It has all the animals on it. Not all the animals, but lots of animals. There's an eagle, lion, fox. What is that? A sloth? A gazelle. There's also a hummingbird over there. She's also wearing some antlers. There's a fish. There's a snake down there at the bottom as well. And this is the Furred and Feathered Friends card. Interesting, because we got a lot of feathered friends on here, and then some non-flying stickers that actually don't have feathers. Interesting. Okay. So if you want to pause it right there and read, you can. You could be drawn to that bracelet. That is the dragon bracelet, my favorite bracelet. I'm wearing, oh no, I'm not wearing that one today. This is a different one. This one is the Phoenix bracelet. So this is the dragon bracelet made with rose red tiger's eye. Or you could be drawn to the cute magenta owl. That bracelet is, it's rose red tiger's eye, but it's definitely like a magenta color. Okay, so if you're feeling drawn to any of those things or all of those things, you are pile 4. I think we're ready to go now and get into the reading and find out how is this specific person feeling about you right now. If you have more than one person to check on, you can meditate on different piles for each of those people and see if you can get some information out of multiple piles. That does happen for a lot of my collective. Okay, let's get into it and find out how are they feeling. Here we go. Hey, pile 1, welcome to your reading. We're going to find out how this specific person is feeling about you right now. If you don't like the shuffling, you can fast forward through the shuffling parts. Let's get into it and find out. Spirit, tell us how this person feels right now about pile 1. Whoa, okay, that's crazy. We'll take that one though. The Queen of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. The Five of Wands. And the Knight of Swords. Okay, what happened, pile number 1? I'm definitely getting that this is a group of you where the person that you're asking about, there's been challenges between the two of you. I'm definitely seeing conflict and challenges coming up that are on this person's mind. They're feeling like you might be mad at them, or they're feeling like there's some sort of argument that might be happening between the two of you, or there's like an argument that's coming. Okay. They do want to continue to connect with you. It's this person's not like running away from you. They're just feeling like there's a lot of conflict between you two, and that maybe you're like resentful toward them, or that you have anger toward them. They're thinking about the fact that you're like mad at them, or that you might end up being mad at them. There's some sort of conflict here that's heavily on this person's mind related to you. They're wanting to put in effort, though. I'm seeing that they're wanting to try to balance things out between the two of you, or meet you halfway. I'm hearing that country song, you start walking my way, I start walking your way, you start walking mine, we meet in the middle. So they're wanting you guys to like both go toward each other. They're hoping that you're going to come toward them, and they want to come toward you and like meet in the middle, and it feels like a compromise. For those of you where this person likes to indulge in some substances, I do feel like they heavily have been thinking about you while they're doing that recently. Like if they like to go have a drink, or they like to have a little smoky, they're they get kind of in their head about you during those times when they're doing that. You might end up getting like a drunk text from this person, or they feel more confident about coming toward you after they've lowered their inhibitions with somehow, okay, is what I'm getting. But yeah, I do see them like coming your way or wanting to pursue things with you. They're also like thinking that they're hoping you're going to reciprocate, that you're going to want what they want. It feels like you guys had some sort of misunderstanding, or they're hoping that you don't have any misunderstandings. Like it's on their mind that you guys need to kind of get on the same page. For a lot of you, they feel like you're mad and it's like on their mind, or they feel like you might end up cutting them off, or maybe you already have. If you already have, they've been thinking about that. Like if you got really assertive with them or put up a strong boundary with this person, they're wanting you to kind of let your guard down. Yeah, this person feels like you have a wall up with them right now, or that you might end up being like that toward them because of the conflict or the challenges here. I am getting they're thinking you're on their mind a lot recently. They're thinking about you a lot. And they're like planning on initiating some sort of coming back together, or some sort of smoothing things out with you. So they're feeling like things got rocky, or they're going to get rocky between the two of you. Rocky road. I just heard rocky marriage. So maybe some of you guys are in a serious relationship with this person, or you used to be, or you guys are like trying to get to that point where things are long-term commitment. Let's get some oracle cards. How's this person feeling about pile 1? How are they feeling about pile 1? The stepping stones, the elephant, the butterfly, and the fool. The eagle. Okay. You guys might have been drawn to pile number 4. If you were, you should probably check it out, because I'm getting some energy here from pile 4. Okay, so what do we got? This person wants to take things slow with you, and they definitely want to make progress in the connection between the two of you. They're hoping that things can progress between you two. They're being very careful right now. It looks like they're scared you're going to get mad, or that you are mad, so they're kind of like on thin ice, or you got them on their toes, something like that. Some of them, they feel like you're on your way out the door, or that you might, it's like this person's thinking about the fact that you might have like a guard up with them. There's a question in their mind on whether you're going to want to keep going with this connection. The butterfly. They're very clear about the fact that they want to continue to pursue things with you. It's like this person has thought about that, and they're really sure about the fact that they're still wanting to pursue things with you, or still wanting to connect with you. They're hoping that there's opportunities for you in the future to be together and have things just work out. They're really open to seeing where things go between the two of you. It's like, even though the situation might be risky, especially if there's a lot of conflict, they're still willing to try. Or even though things might have kind of got off to a bad start for some of you, or things went left between you two and started falling apart, it's like this person feels like they can do things to change that. They can do things to get things back into balance between the two of you. They're feeling like they have things that they can change about themselves or about the situation between you two. Like they're willing to kind of adapt or change the way they've been doing things to kind of accommodate the dynamic between you two so that it will work better in the future. They're wanting to be really gentle with you. This person's like wanting you to trust them. They're very focused on you. Like they have their eye on you. If you were wondering if they're having like a wandering eye and interested in other people, I'm definitely not seeing that. I'm seeing all of their focus is on you right now. Wow, the sun. Yeah, you bring this person a lot of happiness and fulfillment. You make this person feel some type of way, pile number 1. That's part of the reason why they're like not willing to give up, even if there are challenges, or even if they feel like you're being difficult for some of you. They feel like you might be playing hard to get, or being very feisty even for some of you. But they're up for the challenge. It feels like you're challenging them in ways that nobody has challenged them before, and they're up for that challenge. They're not wanting to give up on what you two have going on, even though it might be challenging. It's like this person feels like the good with you definitely outweighs any of the challenges that you guys have had. The good outweighs the bad. They feel like you guys can work this out. They feel like if they put in some effort, or if you guys can meet in the middle, get on the same page, kind of resolves the issues that you guys have been having and come to an understanding between the two of you, they feel like you guys can move forward together and have a positive outcome where it's like you resolved this issue successfully and everybody ends up happy. Like this person's actually thinking about their happiness and your happiness. They're wanting you guys both to get what you want. They're wanting to compromise so that you guys can both kind of get what you want. The House. They're definitely thinking about like establishing something long-term with you in the future. We got the White Wolf, Fire Element, the Devil. Whoa, yeah. I told you, this person's super focused on you to the point where they're like fixated on you. They're thinking about you a lot lately. It's almost like obsessing or uncontrollable thoughts about you recently. There's somebody in this dynamic. They're thinking about the fact that like you put up boundaries with them, or that they feel like you might end up putting up some sort of wall or boundary. They have a level of comfort with you that they don't have with other people. They find you to be really attractive, especially like your attitude, your vibe. Yeah, it's like your energy is really attractive to this person. They have a lot of passion toward you, like intense emotions. And again, I just keep getting extra confirmation that if you were wondering if this person has their eye on anybody else or is thinking about other people too, I'm getting that it's a no. Like specifically right now, this person is not thinking about anybody else or wanting to deal with anybody else but you romantically. They're very focused on you. They're feeling like there's just this difficulty here between you two, that they feel like it's possible for you guys to work things out, but they know it's not going to be super easy. They know there's going to be challenges between the two of you, but they still want you. Okay. This person might get like in kind of like cranky moods, or they might say things to you and then they later regret it. They wish they would have thought more before they said. They are coming through as like maybe compulsively saying things and then wishing that they could take it back later. They could have gotten really defensive with some of you in the past. And for those of you where that has gone on between you two, this person thinks back about it and they feel guilty and they kind of feel like, you know, they regret the things that they say. They're feeling kind of ashamed of themselves. They're wanting to spend alone time with you at home. So I would expect that this person's either going to ask to like come see you, or they're going to invite you over, because they definitely have that vibe of wanting to like spend some time seeing each other in an intimate, alone. It feels like at one of your houses. They're really wanting to come toward you right now. They're willing to embrace the changes that they need to make for things to work between the two of you, is what they're thinking about right now. They're like, okay, I know I need to do this. I know what I need to do to make it work with pile number one. I know what I need to do to meet the needs or to get on the same page as pile number one. They feel a really strong chemistry toward you. Like there's some sort of spark between the two of you, and there's a really strong attraction on their end toward you. And I'm also getting that, like, they have deep feelings. They have intense feelings. You guys also have a telepathic connection with this person, or you could be dreaming about each other, or like you think about them and then all of a sudden you see a sign about them right after that, or they message you right when you're thinking about them. There's something going on with telepathy between you two very strongly. This person has definitely not given up on this connection with you. They're wanting to see where things go, and they actually have a pretty positive attitude about the fact that they think this can work out, or they think we can make this work. They feel like the connection between you two is resilient and it's strong, and that you guys both have the power to get through the difficult times and the challenges together and come out even stronger afterwards. Okay. That's all I'm getting for you, pile number 1. I hope that was helpful. If you want this reading as a one-on-one reading where I'm only tapping into your dynamic, because this is collective, I have this reading available on my website, amysaltar.com. The link for that is down below. That's also where you can purchase bracelets if you'd like. All right, tap the thumbs up if you guys like this kind of reading and you want to see more in the future. And if you were drawn to any other pile, or you wanted to try another pile to check on someone else's energy, you definitely can do that. If you're done here for today, I will see you all at your next reading. Bye, babes. Hey, pile 2, welcome to your reading. Let's find out how this person is feeling about you right now. If you don't like the shuffling, you can fast forward through the shuffling. Here we go. Pile 1, whoa. I mean pile 2, sorry, not pile 1, pile 2, Spirit. How's this person feeling about pile 2? Ooh. Ace of Wands. Okay, well, first of all, this person's really, really super attracted to you. The physical attraction toward you from this person is insane. They think you are hot, hot, hot. Pile number 2. They have really strong romantic feelings for you. This person's thinking about like wanting to take you out, wanting to go on a date, wanting to get away with you. Some of you, like, they want to take you away, take you out of town. Interesting. They think you guys work really well together. Or they think that you guys like understand each other. Okay, this is really specific, so only take it for those of you that this is for. If you're asking about somebody that is involved with another person right now, they are thinking about leaving that person and coming toward you. That's coming through really strong right here. For those of you dealing with that dynamic, I know that's not everybody, but for those of you in this pile where this person has been seeing someone else or with someone else recently, they're thinking about like walking away from that person to be with you. If this person has other people that are even interested in them, it's like they're not interested in those other people right now. They're wanting to come toward you. They're wanting to see you. They're wanting to spend time with you. They're wanting to travel toward you or travel with you for a lot of you. They feel like there's some sort of vibe between you two that they just can't find with anybody else, and that you have this look about you that just seduces the crap out of them. The amount of energy I'm getting from this person, feeling like you're like turning them on, is intense. I feel like there's a lot of sexual tension coming from this person's end toward you. Like they want to get it in. This person's really turned on by you right now. That's basically the only way I can put it on YouTube without YouTube daddy trying to suppress my content because it's too naughty. But yeah, this person's having naughty thoughts about you for sure. They want to get you alone. They want to spend alone time with you. They want to be romantic and intimate, and it's heavily on their mind right now. They want to like run away with you or get away with you, get away from the stresses of life or their normal everyday responsibilities, and they just want to enjoy some alone, passionate time with you. This person's feeling like all these feelings they're having about you were very unexpected. They didn't see this coming. The way that they're feeling right now was something that they would have never predicted. They're a little bit thrown off by the feelings and the thoughts that they're having about you. It's kind of like you're rocking this person's world. You're making them question what they've been doing in the past. They heavily have this feeling of like wanting some alone, close time with you where you guys can be really close, talk intimately, just the two of you. It might even be like wanting to just go for a drive with you. They're thinking about like meeting up with you somewhere or picking you up, going for a drive, or like traveling toward you so that they can see you. They feel like you're super hot. This person finds you like a total hottie. Yeah, there's something about the way you look that definitely caught this person's eye. It feels like it was almost like love at first sight. The minute they saw you, they were like, you took their breath away. This person gets like turned on about you often. So I don't know if they see you regularly or you guys are talking regularly, or they're on your, like for some of you, they're on your social media and you've been posting things and you just drive this person wild. Especially if you're posting pictures where you're looking really good, or when they see you, you're looking really good. They're just like, yum. Pile number 2, you yummy. Yum. That's what they feel right now. And yeah, they're catching a vibe with you. They feel like there's a dynamic that you guys have that just works well. And they've never thought about somebody like this. This is like new to them. These feelings that they're having and these thoughts that they're having about you, this is all new. They've never felt like this before. But like I said, it was like unexpected. They weren't expecting to feel like this. You just came in and rocked this person's world. You guys might have met somehow unexpectedly, or they just out of the blue started looking at you in a different way, or their feelings for you suddenly got super intense. But I'm getting like they've always been really attracted to you. But it feels like recently, around the time that you're watching this reading, their feelings have become extremely like tempting. It's like you're seducing this person right now. What are you doing to them, pile number 2? What did you do? Okay, let's get some oracle cards. How's this person feeling about pile 2? The heart. You guys see that? The beaver. This person is either having naughty thoughts. You guys, look at this. Most of you know what the Ace of Wands is. That's the most phallic card in tarot. I mean, look at it. What does that look like? And then look, the freaking beaver. Okay, yeah, this person's having like fantasies, naughty things that they want to do to you. They're feeling very romantic. Knight of Cups and this heart card. That's like, I want to get close to you. I want to feel you. They're desiring you big time, and they want to be affectionate with you. They feel like there's something kind of working against this connection between you two. It feels like a third party for most of you. There's like someone else involved. There's an outside party. But they feel like that's something that can be dealt with. And like for some of you, like I said in the beginning, what's working against the two of you is that this person already has someone else. Or you already have, there's someone else involved coming between the two of you. But this person looks at it in a way of, well, we can still be together. One of us just has to walk away from that person. We have the cross. Yeah, there's something destined. Yeah, walking away. This person feels like one of you needs to cut out whatever that outside influence is that is causing a blockage from you guys being together. This person feels like that needs to end. That dynamic that is keeping you two apart, or that person that is keeping you two apart, needs to exit stage left, is what Spirit just said. So maybe there's something that has to do with theater for someone here. There's a lot of destiny going on between the two of you. Yeah, for some of you, this person has a fiance or a spouse, or they already have a love interest. There's another person coming through. For some of you, there's another woman, or there's another man. But I just keep getting that other outside blockage. For some of you, it could be like distance, because I keep getting traveling. So if you guys live at a distance and they would have to like travel to be able to see you, that could be a blockage. Like the oceans between you can't keep us apart. That's a Billie Eilish song. You could build an ocean between our love. It won't tear us apart. Is that Khalid and Billie Eilish? You could build a wall, I would burn it down just to get to your heart. I gotta look up that song. Hold on. Oh man, I was way off. It's definitely not Billie Eilish. But it is Khalid. I was right about Khalid. It's Martin Garrix featuring Khalid. And the song is called Ocean. And it says, you could put an ocean between our love. and it won't keep us apart. You could build a wall and I will run it up just to get to your heart. If we're caught in a wave, baby will make it. You guys might want to go listen to this song. There could be more lyrics that resonate for you in the song if you go listen to it after the reading. Ocean by Martin Garrix. So they're feeling like no matter what is kind of blocking you from being together, it's only a matter of time before you're going to be able to be together. They're not going to let anything stop them from being with you, is what I'm hearing. They know there's things working against you guys being together, but they're very persistent about it, and they have this vision of being with you, and they're going to make it happen. They're very determined. And there's something destined about this. There's something that was like meant to be. Things happened this way for a reason between the two of you. Yeah, this person has a lot of desire for you. Let's get some more. How are they feeling about pile 2? The Empress. Wow. That's intense attraction, you guys. This card here, this card here, and this card here is all about this person finding you to be gorgeous. Very tempting for them. They also see you as somebody that they could be with long term. But they think you're super attractive. Like their attraction to you, because look at the first words on those cards. Attraction and attractiveness. They find you to be like so yummy. This is what I just keep hearing. So yummy. They want to eat you up. Ooh, dirty. Okay. Yeah, some of them want to plant their seed in you, so just be careful of that. Lots of phallic stuff going on here. Like you make this person's thing throb for sure. Okay, we got the bear. We got the road. We got the house. And the Fool. They feel like the dynamic between the two of you has a lot of risks involved. Or being with you would be risky. But again, I just keep getting like they don't care. They don't care what the consequences are. They don't care what the risks are. They don't care how challenging it might be to be able to connect with you. They're gonna do it anyway. This person's like determined. They have this rebel type energy when it comes to you. Like they don't care what other people think. They don't care what other people are going to say at this point. Maybe they have in the past, but right now they're in a place where they're like, F it. I don't even care what other people have to say. They see an opportunity with you. They see that they have a choice to make about you, and they're wanting to just like kind of go all in, just jump in and do it. They want to rebel against, it feels like there's someone around them that's trying to discourage them from being with you. Yeah, I'm getting a vibe of someone that's trying to keep you two apart. This person wants to like rebel against that person and just be with you anyway. They're feeling like they need to. Like this person feels like almost uncontrollable need or this uncontrollable desire that they can't necessarily even explain. There's just something about you that they can't resist. And now I'm hearing that song, You're Unbelievable. So a few songs coming through for you guys. You could definitely have a musical type connection with this person. Okay, this is actually a song toward whatever this outside influence is that is like blocking you two from being together. For those of you where this person is like with someone else, or there's somebody that is holding them back from being with you, that song, You're Unbelievable by EMF, Unbelievable by EMF. You burden me with your problems. You burden me with your questions. You'd have me tell no lies. You're always asking what it's all about, but you don't listen to my replies. You say to me that I don't talk enough, but when I do, I'm a fool. These times I've spent, I've realized I'm going to shoot through and leave you. So yeah, there's a big group of you where this person is thinking about leaving someone else because it's been nothing but a burden. It's been, this person feels like they've been interrogated by this other person. They feel like they're not being listened to by this other person. They feel like they don't understand each other. This other person and them don't understand each other. They're feeling like no matter what they do, it's never enough for this third party. And so they're feeling like leaving that third party. Okay, that's really specific for those of you dealing with a person that is in another dynamic right now and they need to leave that dynamic to be able to be with you. They know that they need to end something. They need to break up with someone. They need to... I just heard put the kibosh on it, which I don't use that language, so maybe this person does. Yeah, to be able to be with you. There's someone here, for those of you resonating with that dynamic, that third party is like really bossy or judgmental, controlling. They try to influence this person constantly. They try to control this person. There's a power struggle going on between them. And the person that you're checking on is feeling like they need to get away from this third party and go toward you. They see they're at a crossroads right now where they can go one direction and go toward you, or they can continue on this road where they're being heavily influenced and blocked by a third party. But it looks like this person is like either almost to a place where they're ready to make that final decision, or they already have decided like they're going to take the risk and go toward you, something different than what they've been doing. They're going to rebel against this third party interference and just make things happen with you. This is what they want to do right now. They've been fantasizing about being able to be with you, and they just want to do that. They just want to make it happen. And they're willing to like kind of uproot themselves or break up with someone, end a certain dynamic that they're currently involved in. Some of you, they would need to move. They would have to actually move out of the home that they're currently living in to be able to be with you. But again, I just keep feeling like this person thinks that if they have to do all those things, it's going to end up paying off in the end for things to be able to work out between you two. Like it's worth it. They feel like there's some sort of crisis here that needs to be resolved. There's a problem that needs to be resolved, but they want to make it happen. They definitely don't want things to end with you. This person does not have any intention on walking away from you. If anything, this is somebody that is willing to walk away from like a whole bunch of other stuff in their life to be able to have you. Their heart belongs to you is what I just heard. I do feel like this person really cares about you, or they're like in the process of falling in love with you for a lot of you with that Knight of Cups and the heart. There's something about you that feels healing to them as well. There's like a comfort that they have with you to the point where it feels like your energy kind of heals this person. And they're wanting to transform their life just to be able to be with you. Someone specific here just had a death in the family, or death of a close loved one is coming through, or a funeral for someone specific, but only take that if it resonates for you. Leave it if it doesn't. That doesn't mean that the reading isn't yours. As long as the overall vibe feels right, it is your reading, okay? If you guys want a one-on-one reading where I only tap into your energy, because these are collective, I have this reading available on my website. It's just an energy check to see how someone's feeling. I have a few different readings available if you want to check it out. It's on amysaltar.com. The link is down below. That's also where you can purchase bracelets, the bracelets that you guys choose from in the beginning. Okay. Smash the thumbs up if you like this kind of reading and you want to see more in the future so that I know which ones you guys are liking. And if you're done here, I will see you at your next reading. Bye, guys. Hey, pile 3, welcome to your reading. Let's find out how this person is feeling about you right now. Here we go, pile 3. Whoa. 4 of Wands energy. Wow, okay. Ace of Pentacles. The Sun. Oh my gosh. Pile 3. This is a good energy so far. 8 of Swords and 6 of Cups. Aw, this energy is cute. You guys got the cutest pile for sure. We got the World at the bottom of the deck. This person really likes you, pile number 3. There's something that has happened between the two of you in the past, or a time that you guys have had together that made this person feel so happy and super fulfilled with you. Like, this person has memories with you, or a memory with you that is really happy. It like makes them happy to think about it. This person feels like you are somebody that's very valuable to them. Whether you know it or not, they value you a lot. Like, they want to be close to you. They want to have you in their life. This person wants to actually do things for you as well. Like, show you that they appreciate you. This person's like recognizing that they have an appreciation for you being around. They feel like you guys have some sort of established bond together. They feel like you have some sort of established dynamic. I'm also getting, for a lot of you, they like follow your social media. They like the stuff that you post. Some of you guys post funny things, or you post pictures of yourself. There's something that you're posting online, for those of you where this person like can see your social media. You're posting things that make them smile. Like, this person's been recently looking at your social media and like cheesing from ear to ear at what you posted. It was either something funny, or it was like a picture of you where you looked really attractive. They do get up in their head about you. So this person might have a tendency to kind of overthink things between the two of you. Overthinking when it comes to you, to the point where they're overanalyzing. Let's see. It's like they confuse themselves about you sometimes because they're overthinking things. They're making things. It's like this person might have the tendency to make things more complicated than it actually is when it comes to the connection between you two. If you are long distance, this person wishes that they could like have you over at their house, or that they could just show up to your place. Even if you're not long distance, I'm getting that like they want to come over, or they want you to come over, but then I'm also getting a vibe of them maybe needing to travel to do that for some of you. Maybe you guys don't live super close to each other. They want to be with you right now. There's a strong vibe of this person like wanting to be around you right now, wanting to go do fun things with you right now. It feels like they're thinking of like planning on asking you to go do something with them. And then it's like they want to go back to your house afterwards, or they want you to come back to their place after that. Okay. Yeah, they're like thinking of making plans with you. There's something about you that brings out this person's fun side or happy side. There's a vibe about you that makes this person feel kind of like giddy, excited. Yeah, you excite them. It's a really cute energy. Like the amount of happiness that you bring into this person's life is pretty significant. I'm seeing that you play a major role in their life. And they're like I said, they find you very valuable, and they want to invest in this dynamic that you guys have going on. They want to put in time and effort. Some of you, they want to like spoil you. I'm getting they want to do things for you or get things for you that let you know that they care. They want to show you. I feel like their love language could be acts of service or gift giving, because they're coming through with this really strong vibe of wanting to show you how much they appreciate you. Do things for you to show you that they're thinking about you. They want to do things that they know will put a smile on your face, or they want to get you something that they know you really want so that they can see your reaction when you get it. This energy is, I love it. Out of all 3 piles I've done so far, pile number 3, you guys definitely got the best pile when it comes to this person's feelings for you. They want you to be able to depend on them, so they're trying to be like reliable when it comes to you. So there could have been some things in the past where you couldn't rely on this person, or you might have not been able to depend on them. Or they just want to make sure that they are a dependable person. Like they want to follow through. This person is somebody that wants to say what they mean and mean what they say. I'm hearing walk it like I talk it. That's Migos, isn't it? Migos song. Walk it like I talk. They're trying to walk the walk. They're not wanting to make you any empty promises. This is somebody that wants to actually follow through and put in effort and do what they say they're going to do. And I'm getting, for a lot of you, they're thinking about like living together in the future. This is somebody that's thinking about like you guys buying a house together. Like they've imagined or dreamed about or fantasized buying a house with you for some of you, or moving in together. They're definitely thinking long term when it comes to you. Yeah, this person's thinking about like waking up next to you every morning, investing in a home together. They've thought about living with you, or maybe you guys already live together for some of you. They're thinking about like taking things to the next level, solidifying your coexistence with each other. They think about reaching goals with you in the future as well. Yeah, they're thinking a lot of future stuff about you. Let's get some oracle cards. How's this person feeling about pile 3, the ladybug? What's that? The Emperor, the Hermit, Temperance, Squirrel. They're feeling like they need to communicate clearly with you, or they need to communicate something to you that they haven't yet. So maybe you guys don't even know that they've been having these long-term thoughts about you. Yeah, it feels like they're keeping a lot of these thoughts about you to themselves. Okay, so you guys could be thinking, like, really? When I'm saying all this? You guys might be like, are you serious, Amy? I don't know. Because it does look like they haven't communicated a lot of this to you. It might even surprise or shock some of you. It looks like they're planning on saying something for those of you where they haven't talked to you about these future plans that they've thought about with you. They're thinking about communicating it to you. I feel like this reading is surprising for a lot of you. Like, it feels like you knew this person was into you, but maybe you didn't know it was this serious, or you didn't know how much they were into you, because it's pretty intense. Look, this card is all about like happiness and luck, and that's what I was talking about in the beginning, especially with the sun. This person, just, you make them very, very happy, and they have a level of comfort with you that they don't have with other people, and they want to spend their extra time with you. This is somebody that thinks about the fact, like, they want to get off work and come home to you. Or they want to wake up in the morning and roll over and you're next to them. They've thought about or imagined those things happening. This person feels like you would make a good partner. Like that you guys could have a good life together. But again, I'm getting a vibe of them really restraining themselves when it comes to communicating a lot of this to you. They're keeping it to themselves. Or maybe they've said things to you in the past, but they didn't really convey exactly how serious they really are. It just feels like a lot of these feelings they're having here, this person knows that you don't know the half of it. This person's like aware of the fact that they need to talk to you more about their plans for the future with you, or make you aware of the plans. They're feeling like they want things to kind of work out perfectly. They're hoping things will just work out perfect when it comes to you. They have this wish in their mind of how things will go. And It might be a little bit unrealistic the way this person's kind of hoping things will go. Like, I'm getting, this person's had some like almost fairy tale type thoughts about the two of you. They see an abundant life with you in the future. They're like dreaming up a fairy tale of how things could look between the two of you if everything went perfectly. In a perfect world is what I just heard. So it feels like some of the things that they're wishing could happen with you, or that they wish you guys could do, are kind of unrealistic, or at least they're unrealistic for right now. It feels like there are some sort of obstacles between the two of you that would need to be worked out first. But they see a potential of having this life that they want with you. And they also want to like take adventures with you. This person has thought about, they're thinking a lot about the future, you guys. They've thought about like traveling with you, taking trips with you, going on vacations, going on adventures, doing things that neither one of you has ever done before, like doing your bucket list together. They might have said something like this to you in the past about like certain things that they wanted to do with you that they haven't done before. This person wants to know everything about you too. They're very interested in you. It's like even if they know you pretty well, they just want to keep getting closer and closer to you. They just always want to know more about you. They can never get enough of you. You guys could see 1111 a lot for those of you that chose this pile. Okay, anything else, Spirit? This person wants to be sweet and gentle with you. Like I said, they want to spoil you or show you a good time. They're thinking about the things that they would need to change in their life to have this future that they're visualizing with you. They feel like there's something about the timing between the two of you. Like right now, it's like they think right now you guys can't have it all, or things can't be the way that they want it to be with you right now, but they feel like eventually, in due time, is what I just heard. All in good time, Spirit said. They're hoping that it'll like work out. Okay. Again, you just make this person so happy. This person likes flirting with you. Yeah, you make them feel giddy and flirty, and they don't have that feeling with other people. I'm hearing something about releasing their inhibitions. Yeah, this person is an overthinker, so they might end up being a little bit extra careful, especially in their love life, but they have this urge, this desire, even though it kind of stresses them out or makes them anxious, to just let loose with you, release their inhibitions with you. Yeah, there's a lot of energy of you being on their mind and in their dreams. They feel like things are going to work out. This person feels like even though things might not be perfect right now, they feel like eventually things will work out between the two of you. They have like this inner knowing, or it's like their gut is telling them, their intuition is telling them that you guys will be together, or that you guys will stay together. Yeah, this person has this vibe of liking to, they like looking at you. They like hearing about what's going on with you. I feel like they watch your social media a lot. It's not even they're like looking to see like who responds to the things that you post, who else is on your social media. They're kind of actually nosy when it comes to you is what I'm getting. Or like super, super curious. They're all up in your business, pile number 3. It feels like there's a decision that needs to be made on this person's end, but they either feel like right now they can't make the decision yet, or something about making a decision when it comes to you. Yeah, I feel like it's a decision to take things to the next level with you, or make a plan with you. Okay. That's what I'm getting for you, pile number 3. Definitely good energy here. I would expect to hear a lot of communication from this person in the near future after you watch this reading, because they are like in a vibe of wanting to talk to you, wanting to make plans with you, wanting to get together. Wanting to spend alone time with you too. Like they want to spend some time alone with you. And they're feeling impatient about that, so it feels like you might hear from them soon. They might try to make a plan that happens very quickly after they talk to you, like let's do this tomorrow type of thing. They're willing to put in work when it comes to you, pile 3. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading and it brought you clarity about how this person is feeling. I do have this reading available on my website, amysalter.com. If you want to book a one-on-one reading ever with me to just tap into your energy, because this is a collective reading for a lot of people at once. The link for my website is down below in the drop-down box. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button if you like this reading and you want to see more and listen to any other pile that you were drawn to, or if you want to check on someone else, you can meditate on the piles again and feel them out and see if you have another pile with somebody else in it. All right. And if you're done here, I'll see you all next time. Bye, babies. Hey, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out how this person feels right now about you. Here we go. Spirit, tell us how this person is feeling about pile number 4. Ooh, King of Wands. It's Big D Daddy. And then 3 of Wands. 4 of Cups. Queen of Swords. What happened here, you guys? Pile number 4. If you haven't had issues with this person or they haven't had issues with you, this is not your pile. You might want to go back to the beginning and choose another pile. Yeah, I'm getting the Moon and the 9 of Swords here as well. So there's some heavy energy here, pile 4. This person is feeling like they don't know what's going to happen next between the two of you. They don't even know if they should try anymore with you. Yikes. I'm getting this vibe of like, you guys aren't getting along. For a lot of you, you're angry with this person. This person has a lot of uncertainty about the future between the two of you. They're feeling like you're just like not working well together. They're keeping a lot of this to themselves too. So this person might not be communicating with you at all, or they might not be revealing a lot of their feelings, or their communication just really sucks when it comes to you. Yikes. Yeah. Pile 4, I'm sending you lots of warm energy for this dynamic because the two of you, I can see, are having major problems. this person's feeling like they might just try to move on. They're going back and forth between like waiting to see what happens with you or just moving on and missing an opportunity with you. For some of you, this is a very specific group of you, so only take it if it resonates. This person likes to party, or they're putting other people as a priority ahead of you. Like they're not prioritizing you. Your backs are literally toward each other. So it feels like you guys both are like discouraged with each other. Like this person's got a vibe toward you where they're discouraged, and it feels like they think you are as well. Yeah, they feel like things between the two of you have not been peaceful. They feel like they've been really stressed out about you recently. They have some really heavy, wow, yeah, look at this. 5 of Swords. They have some really heavy emotions here. They're thinking about walking away and just giving up. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, they're thinking about like going towards something new, moving on. I'm almost getting rebound energy. This person's got like a rebound vibe of there's somebody that if they're not talking to you, they're talking to somebody else. And if this is your pile, you already had a feeling about that. Like your intuition's been telling you that that's how they are, or you know that about them. If that does not feel right, then this isn't your pile, because this is going to resonate for you if this is for you. This is somebody that they're like on to the next quickly when it comes to romance. Not necessarily that they're completely over you, because I am seeing that they have a passion toward you. I'm seeing that they do have feelings here that they've established. There's some sort of emotions that are established that are connected to you. Otherwise, you wouldn't make him as mad as you do. Like you wouldn't be able to frustrate them as much as it looks like you do. If they really didn't care, they just really wouldn't care. And I'm seeing that they do care. So it's not like they're moving on to someone new and just completely forgetting about you. It's more like they're distracting themselves with someone new, trying to connect with other people now that you guys are having issues. They're looking for a good time. This is somebody that is very conflict avoidant. I feel like they're not willing to sit down and talk through any issues. They're somebody that would be really hard to resolve a problem with, work through a problem with. And honestly, it feels like you guys have high standards or high boundaries or both, and this person is used to dealing with or likes to deal with pick me type energy of people that will lower their standards and boundaries and take whatever they get from this person. So there's something about you where you are not reacting the same way as the people that they're used to dealing with. I feel like they do have people around them that make it easy for them to, or enable them to kind of be a little bit of a player, or they have people around them that are interested in them romantically, that are willing to take the low effort. It looks like you're not. So it looks like this is someone that like goes and deals with those people when they feel like you're being difficult. They take the easy way out. They deal with the person that's easy to deal with. They deal with the person that's just trying to please them. The person that really wants to be chosen by them, so they're just like accepting any behavior. Meanwhile, it looks like you are like standing your ground with them. This person feels like you kind of hold this boundary up with them compared to other people. It feels like this person doesn't think they can get away with as much with you than they can with some other people that they have opportunities to connect with. Because I am seeing that this person, they might be like very physically attractive, or they're somebody that's really charming. Because there's people that aren't that physically attractive, but they have like this charm or that charisma about them. So this person has that, or both of those things. They could be really charming and attractive. There's just something where it feels like this person has options. They're not wanting to make any decisions about you right now other than like missing an opportunity with you. I feel like they're very non-committal, not just with you, with everybody, but it's like they're not. It looks like you might have wanted this person to make a decision about you or to make a plan, and they're just not doing that. They kind of have a detached type of attitude. I'm definitely getting that this isn't somebody that likes to be emotionally vulnerable at all. They could have like a very tough exterior about them, or put on like a major tough guy act, especially toward you. This person, I feel like, has like tried to string you along in the past, or get you involved in some sort of messy entanglement for some of you. They're putting you into complicated circumstances that are causing issues here. I am feeling like the dynamic between you two like just really came undone. Like things are falling apart between you two. This person's seen that. But like I said, rather than wanting to step up, come correct toward you, resolve things with you, make peace with you, rather than doing that, this person is just like, well, whatever. It's almost like this person uses abandonment to try to get what they want. Or they might try to like ghost if they're not getting what they want. If you're not falling in line and doing things the way they want them done, they just have this very detached attitude, like, on to the next one. This person doesn't have any patience when it comes to you either. I feel like they're very impatient. They're not very understanding toward you either. This person might make you feel very rejected, and I'm getting that they do that type of thing on purpose. They might try to like hurt your ego on purpose, hurt your feelings on purpose, say things that make you feel unwanted. This feels like a low vibrational King of Wands. So they might even have like anger issues, like a temper. Coming through as somebody that has like a bad temper. They're coming through as somebody that is fake a lot, or they know how to put on a facade. They're coming through as somebody that has a lot of hidden motives, especially in their love life. They put on quite a show. I'm hearing that Rihanna song. You really had me going. You put on quite a show. Very entertaining. But it's over now. Go on and take a bow. So yeah, you guys, you could definitely be done with them, Queen of Swords. I feel like you're pissed. I feel like this person has really made you angry. And yeah, there's this vibe of them like just moving on, or they have other options. They have people on the back burner. They have side pieces. They have, I don't know. Oh, this energy. Let's get some oracle cards. Pile 4. How's this person feeling? Tower, yeah. Yeah, if you guys know tarot, you know this is definitely a tower moment type of person. The fish, this person's coming off as being very materialistic and shallow. And the magician, very manipulative. I just heard the word cunning, sly. I just heard weasel. Oh boy. Okay. We got, yeah, there's another person around them. For my feminines out there, there's like another woman. There's another feminine energy. This person's super materialistic and shallow. They do a lot of risky things too without thinking. This person doesn't think first before they act. They're very like compulsive. Yeah, they're coming through as having an aggressive side. A lot of built up aggression. I feel like they cause drama too. This person might start drama unnecessarily. Now I'm hearing Lauryn Hill, X Factor. It could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. It's like they create chaos. Loving you is like a battle, and we both end up with scars. It's like you trying to love this person, or you trying to be with this person, you caring about this person ends up hurting you. You get hurt in return. Their thought process is very toxic. They've got like for a lot of you that are dealing with masculines, they've got like a toxic masculinity. If you're dealing with a feminine, this is a very low vibration feminine. Regardless, that it's somebody that has a lot of evolving and growing up to do. They're coming across as being very immature. They could have had a lot of trauma in their childhood. Undealt with. Like, this feels like somebody that would never go to counseling. Like, that's not an option. This person, they might even laugh at that. This person might even like laugh at the mention of them getting into counseling. I feel like you're on their mind. Okay, there's this vibe of them kind of being dismissive and detached toward you, but they do still think of memories with you. Like, I don't feel like they would ever really want you to know about the thoughts that they have, because they try to keep this persona going about who they are and how they are. But they have had memories about something that happened between the two of you recently. What's that about, Spirit? What is this memory that's coming up for them? The squirrel. Miscommunication, giving each other lip service. Okay, so it feels like you guys might have had like an argument with each other. They said something to you, or you said something to them that was like argumentative. You might have raised your voices at each other. It feels like you said something to them that like got in their head, is what it feels like. Like there's something that you said during an argument, or something, you like scolded them, or you gave them a piece of your mind, and they haven't been able to let it go. Like they keep replaying what you said over and over again. It feels like it was something that hurt their ego, or you like called them out on something, or you like confronted them with something, and it's actually messing with their head. Like you got to them, you got in their head. This person's very rebellious. It's almost like They want to do the opposite of what anybody wants them to do. They're giving Eminem energy. Marshall Mathers. Is this you, Marshall? Because he's giving Eminem type vibes. Or maybe Eminem like 15 years ago. Yeah, so they're not really wanting to like open up to you right now. This person's very much keeping everything to themselves. I'm not seeing them really want to put in a lot of effort. I don't see that they want you to actually completely be gone though. Like they don't want you to cut them off. They don't want to completely cut you off. But they're not willing to step things up with you. They're just in this vibe of like, if you're not going to give them what they want, there's somebody else that will. And we do not like that vibe at all, do we, pile number 4? That's not good. This person's stuck in this energy too, so it feels like it's going to be a while until they change. Because they're coming through as being like stuck in their ways, set in their ways, unable to self-reflect, not evolving very quickly in this lifetime. I almost feel like this person is, like they could be in their 30s and act like a 17-year-old guy, you know? Or girl, whatever. The way that they act, you'd be like, what are you in high school? You know, but they're in their late 30s or something. Yeah, it feels like this person has a lot of growing up to do. It also feels like you deserve better and you know it. And it feels like this person thinks that they're not going to be able to give you what you want. It's like they know what you want from them. They know how they should be acting, but they're just not willing to do that. All right, well, interesting. If you guys want a one-on-one reading to get into this energy, because this is a collective reading for a whole bunch of you, you can book one with me on my website, amysaltar.com. The link is down below. I have this specific reading available on my website, or you can do 15 minutes or half an hour. But this is called an energy check, just to see how someone is feeling. If you would like that as a personal reading, book that on my website. Okay, smash the thumbs up if you guys like this kind of reading and you want to see more pick a card readings like this in the future, so I know. If you were drawn to any other pile, check it out. If you have someone else that you want to check on, you can go meditate on the piles and feel out if there is a pile for that person and listen to that one as well. And if you're done here for today, I will see you all next time. Bye, babes.